PSEA members have great ideas, and Pennsylvania has great schools. Across our state, teachers and support professionals are doing great things, helping students learn, keeping students safe, serving students' needs. PSEA wants to share your stories and showcase the incredible work that you do. Welcome to Learning Lessons. Great ideas, great schools.
It began before Hilltop actually existed. It began about 12 years ago when I came to the IU. I had been using therapy dogs in the districts in my student assistance program. I was the director of that program, and I started using dogs for postventions and counseling groups with huge success. So when I came to the IU, we wanted to kind of develop the same program. But when I left Keystone Children and Family Services, the dog that I was using for therapy had been bought by the program, so I had to leave him behind. So we had to start over. The perfect opportunity opened up when we had a girls' classroom, girls that were at risk of becoming pregnant. So our first dog was actually a puppy that we were going to raise for SSD to give back to be a service dog. And the puppy's name was Harry. And I trained the girls to train the puppy, and he actually was a sick little puppy. He had parvo, and they had to take care of him and nurture him and be a parent. And it was pretty tough, but it really worked, and we didn't have a pregnancy for the first 3 years. And with that kind of data, administration really bought into the program, and we were then able to kind of expand and actually purchase some therapy dogs. And within the first year of buying our first dog, which was Scarlet, we had our second dog, Shadow, within the first year because it was just working so well with our students.
These dogs reach the kids more than we ever could. I've had students confide in the dogs, and then I learn what's happened in their life, what happened at home, why they're angry, why they're upset. The dogs have unconditional love, and they don't care what you did an hour ago, what is happening. All they care about is giving you attention, and the kids need that. They thrive on that. The young lady had school anxiety, didn't want to come to school, didn't want to come in the classroom. We worked with her. We got her in the classroom. She came in one day, sat down, and I greeted her, and no response from her, but that was a normal thing for her. It wasn't overly concerned. Harry got up where he was laying, went over and put his head on her lap. She petted him and continued. At lunchtime I read her journal, and she had planned a suicide. But when Harry put his head on her lap, she wrote in her journal, and she said, "I knew everything would be okay."
They help the kids stay calm. The kids don't get as upset because they don't want to scare the dogs. It helps them to think before they react. When they see that the dog is sitting right there, they think before they start screaming or hitting or doing something. It helps them when they get frustrated with their academic work, because a lot of these kids have huge gaps academically, and some have learning disabilities. So when they get frustrated, we just ask the kids, go work with the dog, and it's really motivating to get on and be in big chair with the dog. The dog doesn't judge. The dog licks them for motivation, kind of does something goofy, and it kind of keeps the kids trying to do their academics, the tough stuff with the dog. So it helps academically, emotionally. It helps even just physically. We have a lot of kids here who don't want to do a lot of movement. Kids with fine motor skill kind of issues. They will work seriously hard in trying to put a harness on or a leash on when other times they're just going to walk away. It just helps the students here bond with the counselors. It builds therapeutic rapport. I mean, you name it, these dogs help in so many different ways. Don't recreate the wheel, that's too much work. Go out and look at programs, look at different service dog organizations to get really well-trained dogs. Public access piece I think is crucial. Train as many staff as possible, including administration, nurses, just as many different types of staff as possible, and just do it. It's a magic wand.
When the dogs are in school, I feel a lot more safe and just calmer when I get angry.
Well, we have a dog bowl and we fill that up and we take him for a walk very often. I don't know, we like to play with him. He's very cool to play with. Yeah, so we'll take him outside for break after lunch and they'll run around and we bring the toys out sometimes and like to play with him and Gracie, so they're really cool and fun.
It's like having the dogs in the classroom, just really calm, because when you're upset or something, they're always there for you when you need them, and yeah, they're really nice and I love them, really.